Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. My name is Ronnie. I'm by myself today. My wife's not here. Early in the morning, I'm out and about. And this morning I thought about it, how to manage money. That's the topic of this video. It dawned to me that when I was young, my parents never actually taught me how to save money. They taught me how to earn by working and save, and that's it. Those are the steps that I got given when I was young, and I'm sure there are some of you out there that is probably there's much better information out there, and I kind of wish my parents taught me more. I kind of wish that they give me a reasoning you should save because of ... They never said the ... to me. So in a sense, I wish they could explain it to me a bit more. No one in my family member mentioned to me about personal finance, and after going through 20 years of my life, after working, let's say 20 years of my life, and I realized to myself, this is never been taught in school, as far as I recall, how to handle money, on how to manage your personal money. So in a all basic concept, in the beginning anyway, I do 3 fundamentals, which is you should split your money 3 ways. So if you can, obviously it's divided accordingly, the best as possibility towards your current situation. Everyone's circumstances are different. So with me, when I receive an income, when I was young, I'll just spend it. And I'm sure everyone goes through those stage, especially when you're first time working, your first income, you probably end up spending it. You're buying gadgets, you're buying stuff that makes you feel good. But after a while that get monotonous, and after you grab all of those things, sometimes you're a lot more riskier by spending more money than what you earn and expecting your job, your future income to cover it. That's not a good thing. That's when you use a credit card. It's not a good habit to having a credit card. So those, believe me, I did it, and if I were to look back, I would never ever get a credit card, by only means, unless you understand the conditions of it. So I'm sure some of you get used to that, and if you can close that credit card, the personal loan, then that'd be much better. There's no positive side of credit card or personal loan, except the negative side would be you're paying more on what you purchase on that particular product. So what I meant by that is, let's say if you buy a product that is $1,000, they will charge you interest on that. With the interest, it can get up to $1,500, depending how slow or how fast it is that you're going to make a repayment on that purchase. So a credit card is not a good thing. A personal loan is the same thing. So my parents never taught me any of this, and I kind of wish I actually got taught this in the beginning, in my journey, in my adulthood journey, or starting a job journey. So the simple format, the fundamentals of it comes down to 3 things. One would be when you receive your pay from your job, it's split it into 3 things. So like one section of it would be spending, which is for your necessary spending, such as transportation if you gotta go to work, food, and then your bills, such as also your rent. Maybe if you like it, a little bit of entertainment, clothing. I'm sure you guys have enough clothing these days. Like necessary. Like for example, for myself, back when I was working, I had to travel to get there. I had to bring my lunch. That is necessary spending. And that's one section. So spending on your weekly budgeted routine. Buying a coffee, on the other hand, buying out for lunch, it's not necessary, where you can actually bring your own lunch and you could probably go with that coffee. You could probably do it at home. Unnecessary spending, you know. So that's number one. I'm talking about the singles. As a parent, obviously you've got this. If you're parents, then obviously you've got your kids to take care of, whatever they need. For example, schooling, their lunches, whereas their entertainment. Like the basic everyday bills. That's what you need to deal with. Another third of your income should be put down in case of emergency fund. If anything break down, in case if you go on a holiday, in case emergency as in case, not a holiday, no, holiday is not an emergency, in case of if you can't work, if let's say if you drive a car to work, in case if you need a maintenance or a major service that you weren't expecting, if you have a children, in case if they're sick, you need to get medication, that emergency type, in case if you need to go to hospital, that is your emergency fund. Now, save up as much as you can in that section. On an average, I put a buffer of roughly about 6 months of your income goes to there. Now, you don't do the whole entire 6 months in one hit. You just gradually adding and adding and adding. The third one is investing. There's a lot of people out there that is looking at it. They're trying to cut costs. For me, it's how can I increase my income? How can I increase my income? How can I increase my cash flow? Instead of cutting costs of your living, I want to increase my income. Now, not a lot of people mentioning investing as the one of the strategy. I put down more than a third, only if you can afford it. Now, at the same time, understand the risk of investing. There's always gonna be a reward. There's always gonna be a risk. So the risk, sometimes, if you cannot afford to lose that money, do not invest. If you tried and you fail, it's not that you fail. You learn. What did you find out your learning curve when you fail? What did you do wrong? How can I improve this? And let's do it again. Because sometimes the return on investing is outweigh the risk. Some investment that I've seen, I made money from it. Some investment that I've done, I didn't make money on it. In fact, I've lost money. But the journey that I learned from that is unbelievable. So in a sense, it comes down to those three things. Investing should be simple. You should understand it. How much money do you have to put in? How much capital you need to put down? What is the return? What is the risk? And if you can teach that to a 5-year-old, and the 5-year-old understand it, then you might possibly go ahead. But if it doesn't make any sense to you, don't do it. So, investing, there's a risk. There is no such thing as a risk-free investing. So, as I mentioned previously, let me recap that. With your money, when you receive, how should you manage them? Especially when you're first starting on your journey to become, I guess, financially independent. You just need to understand 3 things when it comes to your money. 1, split it into 3 ways. 1, it would be for everyday expenses. Pay your bills, pay your rent, your mortgage, your insurance, your everyday expenses. Number 2, put it on a rainy day, in case of emergency day. Number 3, invest the difference. Don't spend it all in one hit. No, you need to also invest it on something that can make you more money. Negatively gearing, you can make money on that in the condition that you hold it for a long time. Yes, you lose money in the beginning every week, but you get a capital gain in the long fall if you hold it for a long time. Now, for me, I don't play that game anymore. I used to. Negatively gearing, it doesn't really work in my cash flow, so don't really like it negatively gearing properly, because it's an investment vehicle that does not provide you income today. So when you invest on something that can provide you more money than what you put in, with a higher return. If you start simple, like try maybe a term deposit. Try a term deposit would be something simple, so that way you understand which term deposit. I'm sure in every bank there is a term deposit where you lock in your money somewhere for a certain number of time and you earn an interest from that. Now when you earn that interest, don't spend it all in one. Keep on reinvesting, keep on reinvesting, keep on reinvesting. So, and the more investment vehicles, the more product or services that you invest on, the higher chance you minimize your risk. When you minimize your risk, there's a possibility chance that you're going to get a return. Now, we do the same thing. I've shown you guys our spaceship ETF investment, and then raise. And shortly, I'm going to be opening up ComSec Pocket. So that will be 3 different vehicles. Every single one of those provide a different return. Now with those return, we don't touch them. We're looking at in a long term. We're not looking at short term. We're probably not going to touch them for at least 20 years, because we don't really need the money now. So instead of us spending it, I'd rather spending it on a product or services that's going to bring me back money, more money than what I put in. So, hope this helped. Split it into 3. And that's what I do, and that's what my wife and I do. And I hope it encourage you guys to understand your personal finance a little bit more. Anyway, that's it for today. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.